Ladies and gentlemen, RimWorld updated to beta 19 about a week or so ago. I'm a little late doing this because I was gone at a wedding and visiting family and such, and I'm only just now getting a chance to really play it. But this will be the Unmodded series. I do plan on doing a modded series, but it'll be a little while because I'm waiting for mods to update and get up to this version, and I'll go through and I'm going to remake pretty much the entire mod list because on beta 18, I did that 100+ mod series, which is kind of sort of at a standstill because some mods updated and others didn't, and it's a pain in the ass trying to get everything backed up and get all that working again. So, as far as that series goes, I think it might be over, and I'll just kind of reboot it for beta 19. Most people seem to be okay with that. But I'm on the lookout for new and interesting mods, so for those of you interested in the modded series, if there's any mods that you see that you would like to see for that series, do let me know. Feel free to leave a comment on this video and let me know what mods that you would like to see, or what mods you would like to see changed or, you know, removed from what I did last series, because some of the mods were a little whereas others were really seriously broken. And a lot of them I didn't really get a chance to try because I got kind of unfortunate with the colonists. But anyway, we'll get on with this Unmodded series. There's a lot of changes to this beta. I'll link in the description the developer blog by Tynan. He's got a nice little changelog type thing going on the blog. That'll be linked in the description down below. And I think I'm gonna go for daily drama. This beta brought on naked brutality, which is basically just starting with nothing. And that's good and fine, but I started doing that back in Alpha 13, and I've done this basically a few times. I took the idea originally from JStink, and I kind of made it my own, and it gained a bit of popularity, and people really enjoyed it. And now it's a kind of an official thing, so it would make sense for me to do it again, but there's only so many ways you can start with nothing. So I think I'm gonna continue on with the daily drama because people super enjoyed this last beta. That was a lot of fun to do. And I've changed it a little bit. If you want the details, I'll show you in a minute. But if you didn't see it before, the daily drama series is all about just pretty much daily mayhem. It's constant drama. It's every day. Mostly every day there's an attack happening, almost guaranteed. There's certain events that happen that are a bit random, like the meteorite impact. It could just be a big chunk of sandstone that drops on top of my base. It could take out a colonist. You never really know. But the meteorite impact and the resource pod crash are kind of sort of just to keep me going with resources. The Wanderer join to ensure that I always get some steady flow-ish of colonists, so even if things get really seriously terrible, it's not awful for very long, because the thing with RimWorld is it's great when things start going wrong and it's good and fun, but when you're sitting there with just 1 or 2 colonists on ×3 speed just waiting for anything to happen, it gets really lame, and it's no fun to record, and my recording time is super limited, so I can't really do that for very long. So with Wanderer joining, at least I know that I'm going to get another colonist at some point. They may not be very good, but they're something. The Orbital Trader arrival, just to make sure I get some sort of economy going. 2 different types of enemy raid, because you can't have duplicates of the scenario stuff. I don't know why. If I edit the save and I can like duplicate the line and just change the time a little bit on there, I'm pretty sure that works. I need to verify, but that works just fine. So I don't know why you can't duplicate them in the scenario editor. But what I'll do with this is after some time, I'll go in through the save editor and add in another enemy raid at a certain interval. And what I would ultimately like to have with the scenario editor is I go in and I say, oh, I want, every now and again do this event and do it every, 7.28938 days. And that's good and fine, but only start doing that after day like 20, or only do it up until day 70. Because it'd be nice to sort of get your own little difficulty curve going independent of the AI. So, after 10 days, to give me enough time to get going, we get attacked literally every day. But then after 60 days, we get attacked like, oh, twice a day now, or something, you know. It's kind of a wild example, but it'd be nice to be able to do that. Currently, there's no way to do that, and it just, that's kind of what I want. So I'll end up having to edit the save, and I'll add in a line for enemy raid, and we'll see if I can duplicate it that way. I'm pretty sure you can. And toxic fallout happens at some point just to kind of reset everything. I'm torn on this one. There wasn't tornado. Last time I did tornado, that happened, I think, daily. And there's no tornado this time. I'm not really sure what happened to it or why. So I felt like I needed to replace it. So we're going with a toxic fallout, and we'll see how that goes. I'm not sure. And then starting with steel components, meals, medicine, auto pistols instead of revolvers, steel maces instead of equas, just basic gear and stuff. We start with 5 people, up from 4, up from 3 originally, but I don't know. I feel like RimWorld's a lot better when you have more colonists and you can actually get things done. Again, limited recording time and everything. Yeah, we'll see. I hope I can edit the save and modify this slightly down the road, because like I said, I would like to, after some amount of days, have even more frequent raids, but we'll see. For those of you who are not interested in the specific numbers of when these things happen, then close your eyes or look away now. I'll let you know when you can look again, because I'm about to show you the exact details. And those of you who are curious, feel free to pause and look through. And you can look again. For those of you who didn't look, you and I are kind of on the same page, because I don't remember what values I put in. I sort of just put in a number, and it's even a crazy decibel number, so I don't know, you know, it's not literally every 2 days. So I don't even know at what time of day it's going to happen. Some stuff will be at night, some will be in the morning, and it's basically impossible for me to predict unless I'm like really focusing on it, which I just don't have to pay attention. That's fine. I'm going to be going with Randy Random because he seems most fitting for this, and I'm going to go with Merciless because I don't know what to expect. Experienced players who want to face brutal, unfair challenge where even great skill may not prevent death. I'm not very good, but I am experienced. I've been playing since Alpha 3, like, God, it was like 3C, I think, version, because he had letters and numbers back then, or like 4F, maybe. I don't know. I've been playing a while. Entirely different game back then. Man, has it changed. I was looking at some of my old videos and it's like, whoa, Jesus, I forgot we didn't have components back then, and steel was this like nasty shit color, and it was just like metal, I think, and anyway, we're gonna try Merciless and see just what it is. Worst case, I die real quick and we just start over, and that's fine. That's how it is. For recording purposes, I need to be able to reload my game. I have to. But I 1000% promise, cross my heart and hope to die, that I won't reload my game when something shitty happens. I don't do that. I never have and never will. And it's, well, that's a lie. I did do it one time with Xenonauts. I got fucking annoyed with that game though. But I'm not that type of person who does that. I'm not a huge fan of it. And especially for a game like RimWorld, it doesn't fit when you reload your game. So, but I need to be able to save and load my game when I need to, because what I'll do is when the colonists are asleep and everything, and I know, oh, I'm going to be doing a crossfade here anyway, so I pause the game, I, you know, use the restroom, refill water, etc., etc. Sometimes I just have to stop the session there, and in case I end up breaking some file or something, or I accidentally remove a raw file, or the computer does something stupid, then I have the save point that I can load back to, and we can be cool with editing and make it like nothing actually broke. And it's easy and convenient and awesome for you guys. So that's why. Although it is nice that there is a commitment mode. There's a reason Luke Skywalker didn't quit and reload when his family got killed. Oh, spoilers! From a movie fucking like 30 years old. Oh, God. Loss and recovery is dramatic. You know. Yeah, but I'm recording, Tynan. You don't get it. You don't get it. We'll see how this goes. and create world. Blood? Well, I was going to do something random on my desk. I don't think there's blood around. Maybe there is. I don't know. What's this? What brand are you? Ah, that'll actually work. Oh god, spelling. Is that right? Yeah. Okay. And we'll just go half. And that will work. If you're wondering, that's a brand that does a bunch of different stuff, and this in particular it's a sort of bamboo hybrid glasses cleaner, microfiber cloth thing. It's awesome. I like it a lot. Biome-wise, oh god. Probably something just generally basic, like maybe a boreal forest or arid shrubland maybe is about as extreme as I'm gonna go. But for me, the difficulty in this is the scenario itself, whereas, you know, the fancier biomes, there's sort of enough difficulty as is. So I'm going to, that might actually work right there. Arid shrubland, large hills is what I want. I want to be near a road. Ideally, somewhere nearby somebody friendly. Eveminum, purple. And Confederacy of Nabib. Gentle tribe? Oh, I see. Savage tribe, gentle tribe, okay. So purple and yellow are friends. I'll spend a minute and I'll look for a place. I'm hoping for large hills, and ideally a river. And if I can get a coast, that'd be cool too. And on a road. I'm very particular, okay? This spot will work all right. Large hills, I don't really want mountainous this time around. We got a river. What is this? Oh, that's mountainous. We got a river. There's a town nearby. They're not too nearby though, so they should be happy with me. 0.52 days away. There's also another town that away, 1.69 days. And down here, 2.46 days. We can forage the entire way, so that should be okay. I think foraging keeps you pretty much fully fed. I'm not 100% sure on that. But seems like a cool spot. The coordinates are 26.21 degrees north, 58.69 degrees east. Large hills, river, 40 out of 60 days of a growing zone, or a growing period, year, blah. That's good enough, I think. Seemed good. Temperate forest, so nothing too terribly exciting there, but again, the difficulty is in the scenario. And we will go with, I guess, just 275 by 275 because it seems like as the alphas and betas go on, this notice here that pops up is just getting more and more aggressive. Like, it's pretty much saying that it's game breaking playing at this size now. So I guess, you know, we'll go 275 by 275. I don't know. And with colonists, I just want you to be healthy, so definitely not you, and capable, so absolutely not you. So this will be a minute, I think, because there's so many colonists who are injured to someone like this. Like, oh, the scar on my torso. Oh, plus 7% pain. I'm always in pain. -5 mood. Just like, oh god, please stop. This will work out okay, I think. We got Stone here. They'll all be renamed a bit later, but we got Stone. He does have a health ailment here. The left hand's got a scratch scar on it, but it doesn't actually cause pain, apparently. So that's okay. He's a really good constructor. His construction speed is still over 200%, even though he's got the scratch scar. Still 100% success chance because manipulation is not super important for that, apparently. And construction speed still totally fine. So I'm okay with that. And he is not in any pain. So we'll see. Seems to be okay. And shooting, that's good and fine too. Esme, underground and mercenaries, transhumanist. They don't mind the darkness or cramped spaces, which is convenient because she's pretty good at mining. She really dislikes and distrusts men. She also wants to be a bit bionic. And she's really cool with social as well as mining. And a bit intellectual too. I'm not really sure exactly what you're gonna do because I think we have another miner too. Yeah, somebody's got Burning Passion 7. So you'll probably be researcher. Maybe help out with mining if I need it in a pinch. And also a bit social. Like recruiting people. we'll see. Craig, apparently. Ingrid, Craig, I don't know. Neurotic, tough, steadfast works out really well because neurotic makes you work faster. You break a little bit easier, but you're steadfast, so you don't break as easy. So we have a net total of a -1% mental break threshold. And tough, you don't go down very easily. You're pretty good with shooting and social and art. So generally, I don't know what you're gonna do. Probably plants and animals, really. Martin, again, a bite scar, but doesn't actually cause pain. Lazy, fast learner, really good with social, good with medical. I think you'll be the doctor because you're the best. Yep. And yeah, that's it. You don't really do a whole lot. A lot of these people are just kind of That's all right. I didn't really want to refresh forever. And nudist, lazy, animals, supreme, good with construction, mining, melee. You're a little bit of everything. So we'll get on with it. That's that. I will look for a decent spot on this map to hang out. I'll set up the stockpiles and do the work orders and renaming and all that jazz. And I will see you in a moment. It's a really small river, but okay. Bunch of graves queued up, bunch of beds, table, and chairs queued up. There should be enough beds for all of my colonists, plus a couple hospital beds, and then a couple for prisoners as well. I've got a bunch of growing zones set inside the rich soil, which is really difficult to see. We have a little bit of rice, and then strawberries. We got hay grass up on the top left, just a small bit. I don't plan on having animals yet, but I will eventually. Some smoke leaf going along the right side. The heel root, which I can't yet do. Nobody's growing 8, but that's set up along the bottom. And then a patch of cotton as well, because I plan on doing some tailoring stuff, but not immediately, so we'll accumulate a small bit over time. Later on, I can always expand it out, and I can always clean it up and make it look a little nicer, but for now, just a big block. It's quick and easy to set up, and yeah. Bunch of trees set up to be chopped down, a little bit of the steel set to mine, and the general stockpile for stuff and things. Except human corpses, because that'll be going in the graves. There is a bit of heel root and some berries that I can pick. There's a good lot of berries, actually. Really nice. And heel root. Not quite as much locally, but there's a bunch of that around, just in general. As far as the colonists go, we have Leva, Azuranos, Lolrus, Scaleeth, and Buddy. The close assignments and drugs have been modified. There's the drugs that I'm doing. I don't like keeping people for addictions, and I don't really want them doing it for joy, but I use it as more as a mood thing. So beer, yeah, go for it. 2 times per day, it's whatever. You're not going to get drunk off that. And if your mood's below 50%, you're just having not really a rough day, you're just having a normal day, then have a beer, be happy. And then smoke leave, 35% roughly is the breaking point for most people. So if you're below 40%, then have a smoke leaf, because oh god. And I might set this to like, if you like really fucking need joy, then there you go, have smoke leaf. But that'll be all right. And Lawless is set to nudist because they're a nudist. Otherwise, the anything outfit, just don't put on the shield belt because that doesn't work very well with guns. And restrictions, my standard deal that I'll be modifying constantly. And the work order, feel free to pause and look over that. This will be due to change very shortly. It's just to get us going for now. That's what we'll do. Actually, maybe for now, everybody hauling 1. And we'll see. We'll see if anybody still does hauling. You're just wandering. Okay. Can you? Oh, you never do hauling. Oh, you don't do dumb labor. Oh, fuck. I fucked that up. Ah, well. All right. Well, okay. How'd I miss that? Ah. Okay. Well, you can do a bit of hunting. I did give you a gun. We can do the butcher spot and campfire now. It's reduced efficiency, but if we hunt one of the mega sloth, that should be okay. But I don't really need the food quite yet. So we'll wait. I guess I have you... Fuck, what do I have Buddy do, actually? How did I not notice that you don't have very much going on? I spent so long doing this. Okay, well, I guess you also construct and stuff. One of you will like smith, the other one will tailor, but you both craft. So for now, Buddy, what I'm gonna do for you is we'll put up a stone cutting table, and you can just work on that. Because I'm pretty sure I can reinstall these, right? Pretty sure. We'll just set it up. There'll be okay. And yeah, it's outside. Let's actually build copy, cancel. Let's rotate it a bit. There. And give you a torch lamp so you can see. Oh, God. Buddy. Oh, Buddy. Come down here at least. Yeah, they're chopping trees. I could have you also plank cut. That's okay. If you got nothing else to do, feel free to help out with that. There we go. That works. Engraves by default, important. Okay, that's fine. For those of you who are new to the game, I don't know why so many people have it, because I'm pretty sure this is how it is just by default. Maybe it isn't, but there's the option, I think it's this one? No. That's zones. That's the room stats. This guy. Yeah, the categorize thing right beneath the play and pause button here. Because so many people have it where it's just, I see screenshots a lot like in Discord and stuff, and they have this huge list of shit that takes up the entire left side of the screen, and so much of it is cut off. If you hit this button, it categorizes it into drop downs. Really convenient, and I highly recommend doing that. So many people don't. Pulling wood a stockpile. Do you construct? Yeah, you construct a bit. Yeah, for the time being, I might just leave it, but all the stuff up here. I'll just queue up the whole lot of everything. And somebody didn't put on a mace. No, that's an extra mace. There, so that's your day set. Have fun. A lot of farm for one grower, but keeping in mind that we can't quite do this yet. Actually, you'll be able to do that. By the time you get everything else planted, your skill will be up there enough that you can do the heal route. So, I'll leave you to it. I was gonna hold off on doing like kitchen and bedroom and stuff for now until we get like the beds and all that made, and then I'll put up the walls because I want the furniture done so that I can like get rid of the awful stuff and rebuild it, because awful beds really are awful. And I forgot to set this as a roof zone. Build roof area. Yeah, just like that. Yeah. Should be able to go all the way across, but I'll build a support beam just in case. And I'll do it out of steel. Make it a little fire resistant.